I think we need to customize, but the conversation around personalization is rooted in an unrealistic expectation of what can be delivered by the data that we have. So it's important to match your vision and your goals with the capabilities of the technology and data you have available. Now, absolutely, if there are learning departments or universities out there that really want to go deeply into the collection of personal data on students or on employees and gather that holistic picture, then we can start to personalize. But then you have issues around data privacy and how are you going to use that data. Now, that's true for digital learning broadly. In the AI space, we have a very different thing, and that is we have the potential to customize deeply based on the conversations that a person, either an employee or a student, is having with an AI entity. So that is the capture of chats, the capture of voice, of transcripts of voice conversations, and things like that. Now, broadly in the AI space, we're doing that without consent. So if your students in a university are using Copilot, ChatGPT, using Gemini or something like that, and they're having these chat or text chat or voice chat conversations, broadly, are they consenting for the university to capture all of those conversations and do either thematic analysis, content analysis, semantic analysis, sentiment analysis on those transcripts for the sole purposes of producing a personalized data set against which you can then do learning interventions? And I don't think I've seen any university or corporation explicitly get that consent from employees or from students. So if we're not doing that, then we're already kind of obfuscating or being unclear about what our intentions are with the AI machine. So this is point one on personalization, is simply about the data. We need to collect sufficient quality and quantity of data with informed consent. I don't think that's happening. The second thing is, back to what I said about having a broad base of information and knowledge that we can call your domain expertise. We go very deeply into this conversation about personalization and, what does the student want? What does the student prefer? What modalities should we be using? And I don't know about your age, I'm old enough to have been to university where none of that mattered, right? You went to a lecture, you went to a place where somebody who was an expert had said, these are the things that you need to know if you want to have a broad base of understanding of this particular topic. And for the next 12 weeks, we're going to go through all of these things. Some of it will be lectures, some of it may be practicals. I did chemistry. Some of these things might be work that you need to do alone. You might need to go to the library. You might need to research things. But this is it. This is what you need to go and do. And the conversation wasn't about personalization. It wasn't about what the students want. Because frankly, as a teacher, I don't think we should care about that. We should care about the outcomes. And that is that these students have this broad base of domain understanding. And the more we talk about personalization, for me, it's almost a weakness in the teaching profession to say we are treating learning as a commodity. These are customers and we need to prioritize customer satisfaction because they are fee-paying customers. And I don't think that's right. I don't think that's the same as having the old way of what I just described, whereas you want to know these things, this is what you must know.